Everyone talks about Raleigh's strong job market and good housing costs, but what if I tell you this is not why people fall in love with living here? In this video, I'm sharing the 6 real reasons why so many people choose to call this city home. From daily commute to financial value, what I'm about to reveal here goes beyond the usual facts and numbers. They're the hidden parts of daily life in Raleigh that even locals don't always see. Let me start with something that will change how you feel about Monday mornings. Raleigh has commutes that just make sense. While many cities struggle with traffic, this city keeps something rare in America: commute times that give you your life back compared to other large cities across the nation. The average one-way commute here is 24 minutes. Now I know what you're thinking, that doesn't sound like much, but when you compare it to the national average of 30 minutes or more, those extra minutes really start to add up. In most growing cities, traffic gets worse every single year. It's not as bad here despite what you may read. Raleigh's been relatively smart about planning and investing in roads that actually work. The I-440 Beltline is incredible. It gives you flexibility for ways to get around. And if one route is backed up, no problem. You've got options to keep moving if you're familiar with side streets and back roads. Also, I'm going to tell you about the city's 10-year transportation plan. They're investing in street repairs, new roads, sidewalks, bike paths, everything that makes getting around much easier. You'll want to keep this in mind when we talk about weekend beach trips to Wrightsville Beach in a minute. Having all these route options is what makes those last-minute getaways possible. Here's where it gets even better. The Raleigh-Cary area has the 3rd highest number of work-from-home workers in the country. We're talking about 24.5% of people working from home here. What does that mean for you? Fewer cars than normal on the roads during rush hour. The city keeps growing, but the commutes have stayed pretty manageable. Now, rush hour does happen, 7 to 9 a.m. and 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Drive times can stretch past 30 minutes during these windows of time, but the well-designed roads I mentioned give you escape routes to skip the worst of it. There's something amazing about having choices instead of being stuck in gridlock. The numbers here are mind-blowing. Over 1,000 miles of public streets. Plus, there's the Go Raleigh bus network and the R-Line downtown shuttle as part of this complete transportation system. And the bus rapid transit project on the new Byrne Avenue corridor that was approved in July of this year. The city's not stopping either. They're constantly improving how we get around. But the commute story gets even better when you see what you're commuting to. Now let's talk about Raleigh's job market. It might surprise you with the opportunities that are changing the entire region. But before we keep going, I need to ask you something. If you're enjoying this insider look at Raleigh or want to get more videos on neighborhood tours, market updates, and moving tips you won't find anywhere else, make sure you hit the subscribe button. My subscribers get first access to all my area guides and market updates, and trust me, you'll want to be a part of this community as you plan your move. So, what are all those easy commutes leading to? Raleigh's job market might blow your mind. As the beating heart of the Research Triangle, this city has transformed into something incredible. We're not talking about slow growth here either. The numbers tell such an incredible story. Let me paint you a picture. Raleigh ranks first in the entire nation for job growth in STEM fields. And for tech growth over the past decade, we're second only to Austin. The unemployment rate sits at 3.2% as of May 2025, way below the long-term average of 4.3%. But here's the thing, this isn't some bubble waiting to burst like people have been speculating. This is steady, sustainable growth built on education and innovation. And the tech investments coming here, they prove what locals have known all along. Apple's dropping $1 billion on a campus that'll create over 3,000 jobs. Google's $1 billion hub brings at least 1,000 high-paying jobs. Microsoft's development center is already employing over 2,500 workers. Let me be clear, these aren't satellite offices. These are major innovation centers for 3 of the world's biggest companies. That's the triangle for you. This tech boom is opening doors in neighborhoods we'll explore soon. And you'll want to stick around because what's happening in these communities is changing the way people live, work, and build their future here. As you may already know, Research Triangle Park sits at the center of everything. It's this amazing ecosystem where universities, government, and businesses all work together. And that collaboration creates opportunities way beyond the big tech names. We're talking startups, research labs, industries you haven't even thought of yet. What gets me excited about the Triangle's economy is the diversity. When one industry hits a rough patch, the others keep things stable. It's brilliant. Look at the major employers here: Duke University and Duke Health, 43,000 people. They're the largest health and education employer in the entire state. The state of North Carolina employs 24,000 people. Those are solid, stable jobs in health, education, and government. WakeMed brings another 10,300 positions as one of North Carolina's top hospital systems. Healthcare and life sciences keeps growing thanks in big part to our aging population and serious research investments. Tech's exploding with opportunities in software, cybersecurity, data science, and AI. What does this mean for you? You can build your entire career here without ever needing to leave. How many places can say that? The strong job market is impressive, but what sealed the deal for me was learning something special about Raleigh's location. It gives you a lifestyle you can't find in many places, a spot where you can reach both the mountains and the beach in a single day's visit. Okay, so check this out. Incredible Beach is just 2 hours away. Mountain Getaways in a half-day drive. All 4 seasons without the brutal extremes you get in other places. This isn't just about having nice weekend options, this transforms your entire lifestyle. When you live here, spontaneous adventures could very well become part of your routine. That's what makes Raleigh so special. Now let's talk about this weather. We've got a humid subtropical climate that works in your favor. January averages around 46 degrees Fahrenheit, mild enough that you're not trapped indoors. July hits about 86 degrees Fahrenheit, warm but manageable. And those 46 inches of rain we get each year, that's what keeps everything lush and green and why they call us the City of Oaks. Summer brings the heat, sure, but those afternoon thunderstorms roll through and cool everything down again. Winter, maybe a few snow days to keep things interesting, but nothing that shuts the city down. But let's get back on that beach access. Wrightsville Beach is 132 miles away. That's a 2-hour drive. 2 hours! You know what that means? Beach trips become spontaneous Saturday decisions and not major productions. Carolina Beach is about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Each beach has its own personality and its own feel. On the other hand, you've also got access to the mountains, offering a completely different escape. The Blue Ridge Parkway and Asheville is about 4 hours, roughly 250 miles from here. You're trading beach vibes for cool mountain air, endless hiking trails, and Asheville's incredible art and food scene. Want something closer? The Parkway's nearest point near Fancy Gap, Virginia is only 167 miles, perfect for a day trip. What I absolutely love is how our seasons work with this lifestyle. Spring arrives and suddenly everyone's out hiking and biking. Summer heat is the perfect excuse for beach days. Fall brings those stunning mountain drives to see the leaves change, and even winter plays nice. It's mild enough to stay active with occasional snow to keep things fun. This weather creates something special here. You can plan that family beach weekend or mountain adventure with confidence. No extreme weather is keeping you trapped inside, and you're always just a short drive from a completely different view and a completely different experience. The location is amazing, but wait until you see what you can do here in Raleigh itself. The recreation scene here surprised me in the best way, with community spaces that make daily life feel special. This is something that transforms daily life here. When people visit, they can't believe what they're seeing. Over 200 parks and 112 miles of greenways completely change the rhythm of life here. Most cities, they've got nothing close to this. The way Raleigh designed these spaces tells you everything about the city's priorities. This creates the kind of life my clients tell me they never imagined finding anywhere. Let me take you through what we're talking about. Those 200 plus parks are not your basic playground and picnic table setups. We've got art centers, sports fields, lakes, nature preserves, dog parks, pools, and historic sites, all spread across the city so everyone has access to them. The Capitol Area Greenway blows my mind every time I think about it. Over 112 miles of trails, more than 3,800 acres of preserved land in Wake County. This network connects everything: paved trails, natural paths, and 270 miles of protected streams. It's pretty incredible. Each major park brings its own personality to different neighborhoods. William B. Umstead State Park gives you real forest trails and peaceful picnic spots. Pullen Park is where families gather for playground time and activities. The J.C. Ralston Arboretum, one of the largest plant collections in the entire Southeast, has become a must-see Raleigh destination. These recreation options add even more value to living here. You get amazing parks and culture while paying a cost of living that is 3% below the national average. Keep watching because later I'll show you how this fact alone can help you reach your lifestyle goals too. Dorothea Dix Park is also incredible. At 308 acres, it's our biggest green space, and they're transforming it with an incredible master plan. The 18-acre Gibson Play Plaza opens this year, and I will never miss an opportunity to tell you about my favorite, the American Tobacco Trail in Cary and Durham. Where I live is perfectly positioned on this 22-mile trail. It's pretty much changed the way my husband and I live day to day with an easy escape to its shaded and gorgeous paths. We walk our dog here, go for runs, or even get out there just to get some fresh air. But these extensive trail systems show you Raleigh's commitment to creating spectacular public spaces for generations to come. Now let me tell you about the food scene in Raleigh. Honestly, I was even surprised by this. We're talking James Beard Award winners here. Ashley Christensen runs some of my favorite spots: Pool's Diner, Beasley's Chicken and Honey, and Death and Taxes. Scott Crawford, another James Beard finalist, gives us Bridetto, Jolie, and Crawford Brothers Steakhouse. The variety here is pretty awesome. Bridetto brings you authentic Adriatic flavors. Jolie serves up perfect French bistro dishes. La Terraza does Southern Italian and Mediterranean. Madre blends Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, and Southwest Asian cuisines. And naturally, you'll find incredible North Carolina barbecue, whether you prefer Eastern-style whole hog or Lexington-style pork. Speaking of local favorites, the Raleigh Beer Garden holds a Guinness World Record, 386 beer taps, and Brewgaloo, it's North Carolina's biggest craft beer festival, bringing together local breweries, live music, and amazing food trucks. The recreation here is fantastic, but the real secret is the neighborhoods themselves. They give Raleigh a really special feel with different lifestyle options all in one city. And once you see these neighborhoods, you'll understand why so many people choose to call Raleigh home. Before I tell you about the financial value, you need to understand what actually makes Raleigh special: the individual neighborhoods. The variety we have here is incredible. Whether you're a young professional starting out, a growing family needing space, or ready to downsize, there's a perfect spot waiting for you. Let's dive into North Hills. This is walkable living at its finest. Apartments, shops, restaurants, and an amazing social scene all within steps. The location can't be beat. Not far from downtown, easy highway access, and if you want those city perks without hassle, North Hills delivers. Everything about the design here supports a modern lifestyle. Downtown Raleigh, that's where city living meets historic charm. Picture restored homes sitting next to sleek new condos, all within walking distance of major employers. People walk to work here. The energy never stops with events, museums, nightlife, keeps everything buzzing, and it's only getting better with new hotels, an expanded convention center, and exciting projects in the works. These neighborhood differences will matter even more when I share Raleigh's hidden financial advantage in a moment. It's something that is changing the game for people moving here. While other growing cities are pricing people out, I'll show you how you can get your ideal lifestyle here for much less than you would expect. Midtown and Briar Creek offer something completely different: spacious, modern homes with room to breathe. But here's the beauty of it: you're still close to shops, dining, and entertainment. These newer neighborhoods understand how families live today. What I love is how each area keeps its own personality. Local events, unique architecture, and small businesses, they all create distinct communities within our city. Take 5 Points, for example. The local shops and restaurants here feel like you've discovered a small town within a city. Mordecai Historic Park connects you to Raleigh's roots with tours of historic homes and sites. The Village District, you might also know it as Cameron Village, gives you those walkable streets packed with stores, groceries, and fitness studios. And let's talk about schools for a minute. Wake County Public Schools operates 197 schools, including some of the state's best: Raleigh Charter, Enloe, and Broughton. Plus, NC State University, ranked #1 in North Carolina, adds to the incredible education scene. That's what makes Raleigh so special. You can find exactly the lifestyle you're looking for without compromise. If you want downtown energy, you've got it. Prefer North Hills convenience? It's yours. Need midtown space or historic charm? We've got that too. And I don't talk about this fact too much, but another thing I love is how friendly the people are in this area. The neighborhoods are amazing, but it's the cost of living that helps you save money while enjoying everything we've talked about. So let's talk about that. Raleigh's cost of living sits 3% below the national average, but let me show you the real story behind that number. The magic happens when lower costs meet higher incomes. Suddenly, you've got more money to enjoy the life you're building here. Let's talk housing, where you'll see the biggest savings. We're 8% below the US average. The median home price, $458,000, growing steadily at 5% 5.4% annually. What I love about this stability, no crazy price swings like you see in other markets. And property taxes at 0.86%, that's below the national average, keeping your monthly costs manageable. Utilities tell a similar story, about 10% lower than what most Americans pay. Your typical energy bill runs about $162 a month. Transportation costs, lower too. Remember those short commutes we talked about? They save you money. Plus, bus rides at $2.30 make getting around affordable. But here's where it gets really exciting. The median household income in Raleigh is $82,000 compared to North Carolina's median income of $69,000. See what's happening here? Higher incomes, lower costs, your money stretches further. Whether you're saving for your kids' college, investing, or finally paying off that debt, Raleigh gives you the breathing room to do it. Let me paint you a picture of how we compare to other growing cities. Austin's median home price, $589,000. Charlotte sits at $420,000. Atlanta's at $465,000. And Raleigh, we're at $442,000. The numbers tell such an incredible story. Our cost of living index is 105.8, while Austin's is 124.2 and Atlanta's is 113.5. With unemployment at 3.2%, we're looking at a rock solid job market. And our young, educated, growing population, that's the foundation businesses and workers build their futures. What gets me excited is watching how this advantage helps families build wealth over time. You've got a stable economy supporting home values and career growth. Your income goes further while your property appreciates. Whether you're dreaming of early retirement, funding college, or building your nest egg, Raleigh helps make that happen. And that's the Raleigh difference. All these pieces come together, the 24-minute commutes, the weekend beach trips, the neighborhoods that fit your lifestyle, without the financial pressure crushing other cities. You also get over 200 parks across the city, but these aren't just perks. This is daily life here. You skip long rush hours, grow your career in the Research Triangle, and grab dinner at a top restaurant before a sunset walk in your neighborhood. Raleigh makes life simple and better than you might expect. If you're thinking about moving to the Triangle, I'd love to help you find your perfect home here. I know moving can feel overwhelming, especially for busy professionals with work and family, and that's why I handle every part of the process for you. The Triangle market moves fast and timing matters. Send me an email at hello@davisonmaine.com. I'd love to hear what you're looking for and help make your move to the Triangle smooth and stress-free. Before you go, click the video on your screen right now. I'm taking you inside what daily life really looks like in Triangle neighborhoods. You'll see which areas have the fastest price growth. This could save you money or help you make a smarter move. Plus, I'll bust some myths about Triangle living that even locals believe. Some of these could change where you decide to plant your roots. Click here now and let's keep exploring together. See you guys in the next one.